He was 10 years as a prosecutor, and much of that as chief assistant state attorney. He then was 12 years at City Hall, 4 of those with Ed Austin, in which he was chief of staff and general counsel, and then of course 8 years as mayor, in which I believe he was not only one of Florida's best mayors, I think he's one of the nation's best mayors. And then 15 years as president of the University of North Florida, in which I believe he's transformed that university. You put all that together, it is one of the great careers of any public servant in the history of the city. I really believe that. And for nearly 4 decades, John has dramatically improved the quality of life for children.
My mother always used to say, if you can learn to read, you can do anything. And whether that's an auto mechanic or a brain surgeon. And I think if we can implant in kids young, which my daughter and son-in-law have done with my grandkids, this desire to learn, desire to read. You know, for many people, if they really think back from, 4 to 18, who is some of the biggest influences outside of your parents, it's really going to be teachers. A former superintendent once told me that the biggest learning gains of students come from UNF graduates, that they're kind of connected with the type of a school system we have here, and they work to kind of see what makes kids tick. And it's really one of the key reasons the university exists, is that particular college is to feed this school system of 130,000 kids, and then of course we've got an awful lot of private schools that our graduates also go to. The idea behind the Better Jacksonville Plan was to invest in infrastructure, invest in neighborhoods, invest in the environment. Many people don't realize this, but Jacksonville has the largest park system of any city in the country. I've always loved the outdoors, and as a kid, running around out there climbing trees, and so to be able to preserve that forever. And at the time, Jacksonville was doing great. The Jaguars were in the playoffs then, and I had to sell it by saying, wouldn't Jacksonville be better if we had all these other things? And one of the goals of that was every kid would be within a bike ride of a library. So it was pretty broad reaching. It won in a landslide, which I think speaks to the people of Jacksonville. They kind of want to invest in their kids' future. And when you're mayor, that's really what you wake up every day, is what can I do to make the quality of life better for the community? Jacksonville's really blossomed over the last few decades, and it's just going to get better.